gray-bearded Ernie Marsh, bit and spur maker and silversmith.
It's more than just historical nostalgia, making bits and spurs.
2025 National Endowment for the Arts, National Heritage Fellow.
I think there's always going to be a need for it. As long as there's a cow and a horse, there's going to be cowboys looking for those cows.
Ernie rides a horse through golden grass. Elsewhere, sunlight illuminates a craggy, reddish-brown rock formation alongside a river.
I don't believe the West is dying.
Lovell, Wyoming.
You just can't see it from the freeway.
Ernie steps into a dark workroom, then flips on a light switch, revealing a saddle adorned with intricate metalwork and a sketch of a metal belt buckle. A photo of a young boy.
Growing up, I competed in junior rodeos. From there, I got my PRCA card, competed as a bull rider until 1989.
More photos.
And then I turned all my attention towards my passion of making bits and spurs.
Ernie lights a metal torch. As a flame erupts from its end, a black and white dog standing nearby opens its mouth in a wide yawn. Ernie wears safety glasses.
Function is the basis for what we do. The design's going to change from person to person. Length of their legs, the size of their horse, everything's going to factor into what works just right.
He hammers a metal object.
You use your spurs as an extension of your heel. The bridle bit functions with a curb strap under the chin. Every flexible joint between your hand and the horse's mouth is a cue. I'll give it a little tap without hitting my finger. And I'll use an angle punch to set the edges of the silver.
He sketches at a tilted drawing board.
I was always drawn towards art. After high school, I worked on a ranch, and I really got interested in cowboy gear.
A photo of Elmer Miller, 1993 NEA National Heritage Fellow.
Very well-known bit and spur maker. I first got my brochure for Elmer Miller's school 1985. I was a working ranch cowboy, and I couldn't really put that much money aside to attend until 1990. And I had looked forward to it for so long that I didn't even want to sleep at night. I just wanted to eat and make bits and spurs.
Ernie engraves metal.
I wanted to improve my engraving, and so I went to a firearms engraving school in 1993 and started using those techniques on my bits and spurs. Things kind of took off for me at that point.
Various bits and spurs with intricate engraving hang on walls.
My goal when I start a piece is to create contrast. It needs to be distinctive. I want to look across the arena and say, oh, that's one of Ernie's pieces.
A woman with a long ponytail positions a camera on a tripod in front of one of Ernie's creations. Teresa Marsh, Ernie's wife. Several photos.
High relief engraving. There were very few other people doing that at the time.
Among the engravings, a bison.
After 35 years, I've made over 700 fancy bits and spurs.
A bit mounted on a wooden block, then positioned around a horse's mouth. In his workshop, Ernie picks up what resembles a large key ring holding metal patterns. His wife stands beside him.
So this is about 35 years worth of patterns here. It represents every bit we've made.
There's a license plate, like a WD-40 can.
I don't think you can really get to a high level by yourself. I've been blessed to be around the people that I've been around. I've been blessed to be able to make a living doing something I love. Awards and things are nice, but to get through raising a family, doing something you enjoy is an amazing privilege. Come on, girls.
Outdoors, Ernie hand feeds a white cow.
In 1998, I was invited to participate in the Traditional Cowboy Arts Association as a founding member. As a nonprofit, we were able to fund educational projects. In the last 28 years, we've funded over $500,000 worth of scholarships to gear makers.
A man watches a monitor showing a close-up of Ernie's hands at work.
I grew up on a ranch, family's ranch, that I still own today.
Larry Lorang.
I first met Ernie 3 years ago, although I'd seen his work for years and years and admired it from afar. He was like the first one to do the high relief gun style engraving on bits and spurs, and so it was recognizable instantly. He's one of my heroes.
What a deal, huh?
A man buckles spurs to his boots. Jesse Marsh, Ernie's brother.
When did I make those spurs for you?
1996.
Okay, yeah, that's been a while. He likes to roll that roller, likes to roll that cricket.
Jesse adjusts his horse's bit, then climbs into his saddle.
Everything I make, they get their stories from the people that own them and the people that use them. A couple generations down the line, they're not going to worry about who made them. Nobody will probably know who I am, but they'll know that's their grandfather's spurs.
Ernie smiles wide as his brother rides toward him.
I'll be second note when they rub the rust off the inside of the band to see my signature.
Ernie leans on a metal gate as he peers out toward the Wyoming rock formations rising in the distance.
I'll be the second story.
He walks toward a one-story house. In 2025, the National Endowment for the Arts presented Ernie Marsh the NEA National Heritage Fellowship Award, the highest form of recognition for the folk and traditional arts by the United States government. For more information, visit arts.gov/heritage. A list of credits follows, including director and producer Olivia Marion. This film was produced by Hypothetical in association with the National Council for the Traditional Arts, presented by the National Endowment for the Arts.